Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm going to be doing a video today where I'm going to go ahead and mint some more ape villains because they still have a promotion going on right now that if you mint some in the next few days before the 7th, that you get some free stuff for going ahead and getting some ape villains, and it will get you ready to maybe take part in a new NFT game. BSC doesn't have that many great NFT games, in my opinion. There's a couple out there that had some hype, didn't get into, but people haven't had one. I think that's been built really good and ready to go for a long time. And I think that the Ape Heroes slash Ape Villains with companions and everything they're setting up is creating a metaverse that is going to lead to a very good game. They're bootlegging this the right way. They have a nice roadmap for us to follow. They're checking all of the marks that I like about staying active and pushing it, but they haven't got that hype train yet going on. So you still have a chance to get into this project at near mint prices. And I've talked about a lot of things like Fightland, and now that one's getting super expensive. I was talking about Splinterlands for a year, that got super expensive. I did a video about Rebel Bots a while ago, when you could get them for under 0.05 ETH, and now they're going at over zero point 0.1 ETH. So if you got into Rebel Bots, your bot's worth at least 2x, which I know, it doesn't seem like a lot over there on the Ethereum chain, but they're also developing a game. And I see the same kind of growth here eventually for the Ape Heroes platform. And while these might seem like they cost a little bit more if you're used to kind of cheap things over on BSC, do know that you're still getting stuff for under a BNB that could quite honestly be worth multiple BNB in the future. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. You need to check this out and see if you're going to want to join it with me or not. But it is a pretty fun thing. So this is the promotion they still have going on until the 7th. If you turn 2 heroes into villains, you get a free gauntlet. If you turn 4 heroes into villains, you get a free dino companion. I'm going to be doing 4 today, and then we're going to go ahead and see what I get, go through it. It'll kind of show you how you would do this if you decide you want to do it. And we'll go ahead and take a look at their roadmap and a few other things. They have a very active Discord. You can see here where they talk about all the different promotions that they do. They're always doing different announcements, doing special mint things, doing things to try to reward their community for being here, being active, continuing to do things. They also have a big upgrade to the marketplace we're going to be looking at in just a moment. That's kind of a fun new little thing. This is their roadmap. You can find this easily from their website. It's their Trilio roadmap. You can see that things are getting moved over into completed, which is nice. I check this out every once in a while. And if it wasn't for COVID, I would have done this video sooner, but I was just resting the last week. Right now, they're working on getting their hero, villain, and staking up. I already did a video about that a couple weeks ago, that it was time to get your people off of the marketplace and make sure they were earning this token. I made sure I was doing that, but it's a little bit late for that now. You have to wait until the staking is actually out to actually stake your heroes and villains and get in on it. But you could still start staking on day one. You just wouldn't got the stuff that people got that got into it even before day one. They are working on some other things here, as you can see. Most of it has to do around the staking and making sure that the marketplace on Android is working. They got some issues and improvements that are going to be coming. It has to do with kind of like a better Discord bot, improvements to their marketplace. As you know, they are working on becoming an NFT launchpad. So they really want their marketplace to be ready to go so that they can offer people, hey, come here, launch your NFTs. You can get royalty rewards built into them. You'll have a marketplace that works and has really good functionality right on the bat with really good tracking tools and all of these different other things. So hopefully they can try to bring over some other projects. And I know they have a project that will be coming out. They haven't announced it all the way, but they've hinted that there is a project coming. They're going to be working out the actual roadmap for the PAL token so we understand what it is and what we're getting. It could tie into the marketplace and the overall fees that are generated on it, or it could tie into the P2E game that's coming out later on. My guess is maybe the PAL token will be used to purchase these weapons and other stuff for the P2E game. That would make sense to me. Because then you have to have ape heroes or ape villains. You have to have them staked, and then you can actually go ahead and earn the tokens to get those other ones. We also have the dinos coming. They look pretty sick. I'm glad I'm going to be getting at least one of these for free, and I'm going to be earning another one for free today. So let's go ahead and get into this. If we go over here to the site, this is the big new improvement that they did. So as you can see now, you can go to any of the different things that they sell. You can see the most expensive one sold, the cheapest one sold, the daily active activity going into it, and a log of what's been selling recently and for how much. So it's nice to see, up front place right away. And you can see that this works for everything. So this is their villains. You can go over here to the heroes. You can see how much volume has been traded. You could see the graphs, and you could see here the cheapest one ever sold was 0.034, and the most expensive one here was 4.5 BNB. So is that even the rarest one? What rarity order is that? That's the 25th rarest legendary. So that one was pretty rare. Now, we do have, when you go to the market, you can go ahead and pick through Ape Heroes, Villains, and Serums, and Gauntlets, which is nice. And then you can see what's upcoming, and they now have a place for other projects to click here to go through and do a request farm to get onto this site. So we'll go ahead and go into the heroes, because I'm looking to do 4 and I need to pick up 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do this price low to high, and I'm going to be picking up the 3 cheapest ones to get to move over. I actually kind of like this one, so I'm going to leave that because I think somebody might want that. These two look kind of boring with no big background, so I'm going to buy this one, and he will be getting burned away. We'll close that out while it's going through in the background. We'll kick this one. We'll buy this one. Confirm that. And then let's see. If for 0.12, we got 2 options. Which one should we get rid of? I'm going to go with this one. Oops. Let me see, what did I do? I still market. Oh yeah, I just got to go price low to high. Here he is. And we'll buy him. That'll give me 3 plus 1 that I have that I'm going to do. And I do need to get 1 more serum so that I can go ahead and mint 1 additional. So I'll have 4 serums to be able to get rid of these 4 Ape Heroes that I have. So now we'll go over here to the mint serum page. This is the one thing I think they're probably lagging on a little bit. This 0.33 BNB might just be a little bit rich for some people right now. I know the market's been kind of down. Things haven't been going great. So maybe they're not moving those as quick as they could. All right, we'll go to my NFTs. As you can see now, I have 4 serums. I have 15 Ape Heroes. So we'll go over here and we'll create some villains. All right. So the only common I'm going to keep is my very first one that I ever minted. So we'll just do that. And we'll do create. As you can see, there are some BNB fees for doing this. It's never too bad over here on the BNB chain, but it is something to be aware of, and make sure you have enough in your wallet to be able to do this stuff. We've got to just wait a moment for this to go ahead and finish off. It does create a little bit of downtime. Okay, that confirms. So now the page should load up, and we'll go to create another villain. This is my first one, so this is the one I'm keeping. I like having the one with the marshmallows and the glasses. I actually think he looks pretty cool. Here's that one with the Ethereum paste chest I bought to get rid of, so we'll get rid of him. One of the complaints I think about this whole villain creating process, some people don't like that we're burning away all the common heroes, because if we burn away just the commons, then they're not going to be that common on the hero side. There's not going to be that many commons. There'll actually possibly be more uncommons than commons. But really, the market hasn't just caught on to that yet. So they're still continually, as you see, I swept the floor here for just, a couple of these guys. And when I did that, I went ahead and was able to pick up commons cheaper than uncommons, because people are not realizing, these common heroes might be kind of rare, and it could be a fun thing to have one of the original ones. Obviously, if you minted these guys early on and you're getting those original minter rewards, those are something that's really cool, and they continue when the villains are made. And now we need to do 1 more. So I should have 1 more common hero here. This is, I think, the one that was mine. I was kind of keeping him, but overall his look it doesn't work that well together. So it's kind of nice, like for some of these ones that you're like, you know what? the boxing glove shirt doesn't really match the glasses with stars. It just came out maybe a little weird looking. Well, now I got to burn him and turn him into a villain. So that was kind of cool. And then we'll get a look over at my newest villains, and we'll see if I got lucky. So I took 4 commons, I did 4 mints. With the percentage chances that there are, I'm expecting I at least pull some uncommon villains, but rolling the dice 4 times, and maybe I'll get lucky and pull a rare or an epic or a legendary. I got pretty lucky my first time creating villains and created a legendary. And then I got an epic one as well for as kind of like a little gift from the team. So I'll just let you guys know that. They never paid me for any of my videos, but after I did a video, they did give me a little gift, which was nice of them. Okay, so now we're here. We can go ahead and go to my NFTs, and we'll see how many of them have come through. It looks like I'm up to 14. That should be all 4 of them. So we'll go ahead and take a look at what I've got. Here's my 2 legendaries that I had from before. Here's my epic. I really like this one. This one's pretty cool looking too. But as you can see, these ones are older mints, so we're going to be looking for something more in the 1300s. Ooh, or 1400s. I got an epic, so the picture didn't load yet. And I got a common, an uncommon, and a common. So we'll have to do a quick refresh and see if I can get those pictures to load. I'm pretty happy with that. I got an uncommon. Oh, yeah, see, they're still being made. So it'll take a minute before those actually show up. What else can we talk about? We're at 11 minutes. Kind of just want to... We can go into the rewards center really quick. As you can see, I've earned 0.04 BNB from the marketplace. I haven't earned any original minter rewards because I didn't sell any of the 11 that I minted. I've only burned them into villains, some of them. So I probably won't get these unless the marketplace gets really hot when the game comes out and I end up having more of these than I need. Since I'm continually adding to my collection, I'm probably going to be looking to get to about 20 of each villain and heroes, maybe 20 and 25. I might mix that up into smaller numbers, 15 and 15, if I need to get some of the dino bots. I don't want to, spend all my money on all of those heroes and then not have any of the other pieces you might need for the game. So I'm kind of playing that by ear. Obviously, I'm not one of the biggest holders in this yet, but I am going to continue to pick these up while they're cheap because I do see a good future for this project. We'll go ahead and jump back over here and we'll get one more chance here for the villains to load. See, my serums are gone. Oh, there we go. All right, so I got a green laser eyes with an axe and an earpiece, and I like the hair. I like the fact that I got a poisony cloud background. That's pretty good. This common one, I'm not gonna lie, not in love with him. Not terrible. The candy in the mouth is interesting. The color scheme's kind of interesting. I just don't like that the bottom doesn't match the mask, so that's not the best combo ever. This guy looks kind of cool. I have to admit, this kind of fits a little bit better, even though the green doesn't match the brown. That's kind of fun. And this one actually is pretty cool, even though he ended up being a common. I like this purple weapon in the back there. I like the little brass knuckle boxing gloves that are kind of casually hanging over the vest with the tie. You got the starry eyes, which is pretty cool, and then he's got the candy bar in his mouth. Or is that a candy bar? You guys got to let me know what you think that is. But I did pull a nice epic, so that's pretty cool. So now I've got 2 epic villains. I've got 2 legendary villains, and no rares though. No rare villains yet. And then we can take a quick look over at my heroes. So they're outnumbered now. We're going to have to pick up a couple more of them in the future. But I got a couple rares. I got my 1 legendary. I don't have an epic, so maybe I'll have to pick up an epic hero because I don't have one of those yet. But we'll have to see what I decide to do. There's my very first mint was 548. And I'm like, I'm going to keep him. And then we'll see. We'll have to look at some of the other ones and see if I want to turn them into villains. Like these ones are kind of repetitive, right? They look really similar. So I could burn an uncommon, but you never know what you're going to end up doing. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I hope you liked my quick look at the 8 Villains project, talking again about, what looks to be, just a, to look at first just seems like a, simple avatar project, but there's a lot of stuff being built in the back end. We got all these different tokens coming out, a lot of different utility, and I really think that it's going to have at least a shot to become something special if the game can turn out to be pretty good. That's going to be the key thing. All P2E games aren't going to be unique and the same. I think you either have to go really high end and great looking, or really simple and accessible. I don't know what they're doing yet because I haven't seen the roadmap. And my example to this is Splinterlands and Fightland are not really high end graphical games. They're really accessible, easy to play, and can be played on browsers and things like that, which opens them up to a whole bigger marketplace of players who don't have computers. And then you have games who are going the opposite route, Phantom Galaxies, Illuvium, and just the kind of games that are built to be really played on a computer, because they have really stunning graphics and things like that. This next year of 2022 should be pretty fun for NFTs and NFT gaming. I'm going to be trying to bring you more games than just Splinterlands and Fightland and things like that, and try to, open myself up to a few more games that are out there. Thanks, everyone. Bye.